Yo, what's up, third graders? Today we're going to be working on identifying fractions on a number line, including fractions that are equal to 1. Alright, let's get it cracking. First, let's talk about what a whole on the number line is. Here we have a visual model of one whole. Now, if I put a number line under it, we see that a whole is from 0 to 1 on a number line. Now let's look at the visual for two halves. If I put a number line under it, put a tick mark where the two halves are split, I see that my number line now has two gaps, which matches the denominator of 2. Next, we have a visual model of fourths. If we put a number line under this one, we can see that there are 4 gaps between 0 and 1, which is why our denominator is 4. Since we know the denominator is 4, we can say that 0 is equivalent to 0 fourths. The first gap would be 1/4, then 2 fourths, 3 fourths. Then we could say that 1 is also equivalent to 4 fourths. Let's practice identifying a fraction on the number line. The first thing to always do when looking at a number line is to look at how many gaps are between 0 and 1, and then connect that to the denominator of your fraction. So we count the gaps between 0 and 1, and we see that there are 4 gaps. So our denominator is 4. Next, to find our numerator, we count the parts or the gaps up to our point. So we see that there are 1, 2, 3 gaps up to our point. Therefore, our numerator will be 3. So this point represents the fraction 3 fourths. Let's try another one. What fraction is represented by the point? First, we always count the gaps between 0 and 1 to find our denominator. So we count the gaps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our denominator is 8 because our whole is split into 8 equal parts. Next, to find our numerator, we count how many gaps or equal parts are up to our point. Since our point is on 1, we kind of already know that it's split into 8 equal parts, so we know that it's at 8. Let's count the gaps just to prove the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our numerator is 8. So this point represents 8 eighths, which we can see is on the same spot as 1. So we can say 8 eighths is equivalent or equal to 1. So to sum it all up, to identify a fraction on the number line, count the gaps between 0 and 1 to find the denominator. Then count the gaps up to the point to find the numerator. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Created using Powtoon.